To get started, I'll cut a 45-degree angle on one end of the bead molding. Now I'll line up the mark on the molding with the curve on my sacrificial fence and make the cut. So you can see that's still a little heavy, and I want to take off just the slightest bit. So I'm going to mark this with a pencil and show you how to do that. To understand how this works, you need to know that the tooth of the blade is actually thicker than the blade itself. So if I take this business card, you can see how the business card stops when it hits that tooth. Now with the saw not running, I'll drop the blade down and gently push the molding until it hits the side of the blade. I'm not putting a lot of pressure, it's just touching the side of the blade. And then when I raise the blade up, if I try to bring the blade down again, you can see that it hits the molding, and that's the little bit of material I'll be cutting away. Perfect. Well, that's just a quick tip on how to get those really nice tight miters, and I would say that most finish carpenters probably know about that trick, but it's one of those things you just kind of pick up along the way, and it can really help you sneak up on the perfect cut. I would suggest always making your first cut a little bit heavy, always better a little bit heavy than a little bit light, and then using that trick you can really sneak up on that miter joint. I would also suggest using a sacrificial fence. If you haven't seen my video on how and why to make a sacrificial fence, I'll have a link in the description. A lot of people say that it's been a real game changer for them with their miter joint. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.